A week ago tomorrow, 7 people lost their lives in the tragic New Hampshire motorcycle accident. New developments emerging every day now. I'm Dave Mattson.
And I'm Beth Ward. A question lingering for some is how the 23-year-old suspect, Vladimir Zukovsky, was able to keep his driver's license in Massachusetts after being charged with driving under the influence in Connecticut.
Western Mass News reporter Sabrina Riley spoke exclusively with the lawyer representing a local victim who says this slip-up opens a window for additional lawsuits. Sabrina?
Dave and Beth, that's correct. John Haymond is representing 45-year-old Joshua Morin from Dalton, Massachusetts, one of the 3 Marines taken to the hospital with life-threatening injuries after Friday's accident. As he recovers, Mr. Haymond is pursuing additional charges on behalf of his client against both the Massachusetts RMV and the Connecticut DMV.
You don't obtain all information in a case immediately. You know, it takes some digging.
Questions today about how 23-year-old Vladimir Zukovsky of West Springfield still had his license at the time of that horrific crash in New Hampshire.
I will tell you that there will be a lawsuit that will be brought next week.
This latest lawsuit comes as the Massachusetts Registry of Motor Vehicles announced Registrar Aaron Denby is stepping down for failing to revoke the license of 23-year-old Zukovsky after he was arrested for driving under the influence in Connecticut.
You have an obligation, an ethical obligation as a lawyer, to pursue a claim against anybody who's at fault or anybody who is possibly at fault. And it appears to me that the RMV in Massachusetts is certainly possibly at fault here.
Haymond tells Western Mass News that while the lawsuit is still in its early stages, he plans to fully pursue charges against both Massachusetts RMV and the Connecticut DMV. But the Deputy Commissioner of the Connecticut Department of Motor Vehicles, Tony Guerrera, claims they did their due diligence.
Based upon the information we received, Connecticut did everything. The process was right. They did everything right.
The Connecticut DMV says they have paperwork to prove they submitted information to a national database on May 29th and got confirmation back that the Massachusetts Department received it. The Massachusetts RMV response to that claim is that the online communication sent by Connecticut on May 29th did not contain sufficient information to automatically input Zukovsky's OUI into the Massachusetts driving record.
One party is saying one thing to protect themselves, the other party is saying something else to protect themselves, and all they generally do is provide self-serving information and evidence simply to protect themselves.
Haymond says that no matter which department is to blame, people lost their lives, and that is something that deserves justice, a claim that New England Jarhead members agree with.
Too many good people passed away because someone didn't do their job.
Haymond also tells us that his client has a long road of recovery ahead, but he's keeping his spirits up, surrounded by loved ones. Live in studio, Sabrina Riley, Western Mass News.